Oh my god, this is brutal. This is totally brutal and destructive for Essence of Thought. How on earth could Ethel respond to this? This is the victim that is saying this. How on earth is Ethel possibly going to go against it? Without making any money, then yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Hey, thanks for the
But how
Prime
do I
subs,
make
guys.
money
Appreciate it.
off depressed people?
Yesterday, I tried to watch a video from Lily Orchard's sister. Lily Orchard has been numerous allegations against them, and Lily Orchard's sister had done a video kind of going over the allegations against Lily Orchard. And Lily Orchard is like a trans soy YouTube person, okay? Anyway, I started to watch it, and without going into the detail, I couldn't stomach what was being said because of the severity of it, so we just put a stop to it. It was perhaps one of the most terrible attempts at, I don't even want to say anything about it, but obviously the whole point of my show is not to like talk about real instances of human atrocity and turn it into like a fucking meme when it's that severe, at least. Okay, so we put a stop to it and we kind of stopped watching it. Okay, now fortunately we're looping back round because do you remember that I covered Essence of Thought accusing Vangelina Scove of plagiarism in a completely absurd, ludicrous way over Vangelina's video about Lily Orchard. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem now. So Courtney, Lily Orchard's sister, has released a video weighing in on the situation. So bear in mind, this is a victim of Lily Orchard who is weighing in on the situation and giving their perspective about it. So I'm very interested to see what the victim has got to say about Ethel's antics. So without any further ado, let's have a little look and let's see what they've got to say. Yes, Essence of Thought is a completely despicable human being. So always a pleasure to see them getting some grief. Let's have a little look and see what's going on, shall we? Good vibe, good start. Quite long. Quite long. Also, am I going to get clapped for this music? If this turns into a segment for the channel, we might have to edit that bit out, just to be clear, okay? Cut in here. Boom. Now.
Guess who's back again. Courtney's back. Tell a friend. Was that cringe? Probably.
Look, I know that people are going to be inclined to like be like, oh, at the end of the day, I don't think Courtney is like a content creator, a YouTuber, okay? The reason I wanted to watch this is because it contains vital information that I think is going to be relevant for the campaign. Well, I was going to say the campaign against Essence of Thought, but that'll probably get used against me. Oh, you're trying to harass. Not about harassment, but Essence of Thought as engaged in the most despicable kind of act of like malicious targeting of Vangelina for no reason, claiming that Vangelina took screenshots. Basically, this is the long and the short of it, okay? Essence of Thought made a video claiming that Vangelina Scove plagiarized Essence of Thought's video about Lily Orchard. And what are the grounds for this allegation of plagiarism? The fact that Vangelina uses the same screenshots in their video. And Essence of Thought claims that they've done data triangulation, not even joking, that's the term they used, data triangulation to figure out that Vangelina just ripped the screenshots from Essence of Thought's video. And on top of that as well, Essence of Thought messaged Vangelina and said, oh, noticed that you did a video, you didn't credit us, okay? and also claimed that they made the same arguments they did, which wasn't true. It was just similar points being made because it's, similar takes. And towards the end of the email, they demanded 30% of the AdSense revenue, the Patreon earnings for the month it was released, and 30% of the sponsorship money that they received for the video as recompense for this happening. Which is totally and utterly unreasonable and insane, even if the claims they made weren't complete bullshit, right? And then in a follow-up email, they said that, you need to resolve this situation. And essentially, if it's not resolved, they were going to go public with it, which to me read very much as extortion. Okay? Totally deranged, totally schizophrenic action from Essence of Thought, putting Vangelina on blast for no reason, clearly trying to tap in to the kind of H-bomber guy plagiarism discourse in order to get some cash. It was a shakedown. It was like a fucking shakedown. Totally and utterly unreasonable and insane. Mental. Absolutely mental. Optimal, thanks for the membership. Appreciate it. So anyway, I've covered it. It's on the second channel. You can go and look at it there. 2 videos to think about the situation. Very cringe, very absurd. The reason I wanted to watch this is because this person has got information as the person that was victimized by Lily Orchard in regards to what they think about the circumstances. So let's see what they've got to say, okay?
But this is a bit of a lighter video, so I have the room to be a silly goose. This video is a bit different than the rest of them will be here on this channel. Today's video is targeted directly at Ethel.
Oh!
I told you I hadn't forgotten about you.
Yo, let's go! Oh my god, it's just a straight up hood classic call out video. That's mental.
I promised I was gonna let everyone know what a greedy clown you are.
Oh!
Now, who
Dude!
is Ethel? Ethel Thurston is the face and voice of the channel Essence of Thought, known to this community for her coverage of Lily, my sister. Ethel did some basic coverage of my sister a year or 2 ago. Well, basic is being generous. She did some shitty coverage of my sister to involve herself and make herself a victim to cry.
Oh my god, this is brutal. This is totally brutal and destructive for Essence of Thought. How on earth can Ethel respond to this? This is the victim that is saying this. Okay? How on earth is Ethel possibly going to go against this? What a total fucking disaster.
Cry and whine. Am I being facetious? Yes. Do I care? No, not really. Not at all. Ethel dropped off the face of the earth in terms of covering my sister a year ago. She got her coin and moved on to her beef with Rachel Oates. What is her beef with Rachel Oates? Not a goddamned clue, and I don't care in the slightest. All I know is overkill tends to imply the feelings are personal, and the way she beats that dead horse within an unrecognizable inch of its bone structure tells me that beef is personal. I don't care about algorithm bullshit and milking content for views. I care about the fact that my sister's preying on people and children. You know, like you claim to care about, Ethel. So for
look, obviously, guys, I'm just here for the drama, okay? To be really clear. So, I'm not a good person, to be very clear with you. But the thing is with Essence of Thought is Ethel tries to present themselves as a good person. Okay? They act like they're very progressive and they're in it for the right reasons, and they're calling out Lily Orchard, and then they're calling out Vangelina. They call out Lily Orchard to do the right thing and all this stuff, complaining about transphobia, etc. They are dripping in self-righteousness. Only for the person who was victimized by Lily to come forward and say, hang on a minute, I don't think so. And it is absolutely true, and I'm fully in the belief that Essence of Thought was not motivated by a desire for truth and justice to happen. It was because they could make a video about it and get a bunch of fucking views. Okay? And yeah. And now they're getting called out for it. Good. Based. I'm glad.
For all intents and purposes, Ethel checked out of what she called Lily drama. And no, Ethel, I don't have to show you where you said that. I don't owe you jack shit.
Oh my god! Okay, normally that would be annoying for me. But do you know what? I'm going to let it slide, okay? I'm going to let it slide just this once. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not true, but I don't know. It's just the way that Ethel acts makes it very clear to me that it was never about a morally righteous crusade as they claimed. It was absolutely a sort of aspect that they can pump out of videos on their channels about it, you know?
And moved the fuck on. Meanwhile, I came onto the scene and started doing something. Because I have the means to do so, being Lily's actual sister, knowing far more than Ethel did by having a whole group of people picking over years of documentation for her. I tried for months to get into contact with you, Ethel. Through so many avenues, I tried to reach out. How did you respond? Oh, right. You didn't. What did she do? Well, Ethel tried to claim that Vangelina plagiarized her series on my sister because of the screenshots that were used.
Oh my god.
Screenshots that came from Tumblr, from blogs like Brit, Gallade, Morals, and a few others who had spent years documenting Lily's shady shit while Ethel was busy doing whatever it...
So this is like saying that Ethel is completely in the wrong to claim this as plagiarism because Ethel themselves got the screenshots from these blogs. Is that right? Ooh, Ethel! Uh-oh. Not looking good for Ethel's narrative, is it? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ethel, what's this? With all your facts and logic that you pretend to care about. What's this you've got here? The victim calling you out for apparently you didn't take those screenshots yourself. Very interesting. In fact, do you know what I'd like to see from Ethel? I'd like to see evidence that Ethel took the screenshots themselves. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see something that proves that you actually are the one that took those screenshots and you didn't just pull them from a bunch of fucking random fucking Tumblr accounts that have already been documenting it.
Was doing? I don't watch her content. It's boring and her dictation could rival the most ancient of Harvard professors. They came from archive links that Ethel did not make. Dailymotion archives she didn't even know existed. Screenshots Ethel is now trying to say she owns the rights to.
Oh my God.
However, find it odd that she thinks she owns the rights when I have the Google Docs and the Dailymotion archives right here.
No! Ethel, we got the Google Docs. Your jig is up. Come outside with your hands up now. Oh no.
Will be linked in the comment section so everyone can see what Ethel saw. Oh wait, what she had other people see and pick through for her. That's more accurate. She also refused to get me into contact with the minor that Lily sexted. The minor she touted in her boring-ass video that she was in contact with. With screenshots of Lily sexting a minor, I can actually go to the cops and do something. Ethel doesn't care. She cares more about a decision made over a year ago without the avenue of me, who lives in the same province and can actually go to the cops.
Hang on a minute, what's that? What's that claim exactly? I mean, that is pretty wild. It's not in the replies, the comment. That's pretty insane, though. That's a big claim, isn't it? Okay, listen. I'm just going to take it all in, okay? Normally I'm evidence Andy, okay? Well, I guess, well, how would you prove that, I guess? If they've got access to DMs, there must be some screenshots somewhere. Let's play
with little involvement of the minor in question. Ethel doesn't care. She cares more about what she is able to do. Gatekeep a victim for clout and virtue signaling, as well as cutting that victim off from an avenue of justice that they may want now. That victim should have the opportunity to make the decision themselves today with the new information available instead of what was supposedly said to you 2 years ago. When Ethel did finally reach out, it was because I had called her out for not getting me in contact with the minor that was sexted. Granted, I had misremembered her own claims in my call-out, something I have since rectified. The only reason Ethel reached out was to clear her name regarding my mix-up and insist that she didn't call it Lily Drama.
Oh no. We got a dispute in the DMs. I just wanted you to realize I never called it Lily Drama. That was another invention. Didn't you realize? I want you to realize you could have given me the means to have Lily charged months ago and you're worried about optics. Actions speak louder than words. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this plays out.
After all this time of me trying to get into contact, this snake reaches out only when I embarrass her under her own video of clownery, and only to clear her name. Did she have anything to say about my sister? No. Anything to say about my story? No. Anything about her lack of contact? Not until I brought it up. All she cared about was getting me to retract what I said under her video. The comment pointing out how she's had nothing to do with this for over a year and has the whole grain, free range, antibiotic free audacity to claim any sort of plagiarism. H-Bomber Guy didn't make his video so that money-hungry snakes like you could get your bag.
See, it's funny that Courtney is making those connections as well, right? Courtney is also making the connection, because that's the first thing I thought was, yeah, this is obviously tapping into H-Bomber Guy's success to bolster your claim so that you can try and get a fucking payday from someone who, you know, a weaker mind might just go, oh yeah, take the money, but I don't want any fucking heat. I'll apologize, you know? So yeah, it's very obvious that Ethel is tapping into that, right? It seems so transparent that that's what's going on. Especially if it's indeed true that this person has got the document. Hang on a sec. Oh, I do have the document here. Oh, okay, yeah. I can't show it on stream though, because it looks like one of these is like a booba thing. Booba animate image or something. Dude, if we could match up the screenshots, that would be banging.
When I said that she could have got me the means to have Lily charged, she pushed back that she's protecting the victim. I pushed that she went after an additional avenue to get word out about my sister.
Too little, too late, Ethel. I'm trying to do something about my pedophile sister and the minor's inner influence. I'm not getting in the middle of a creator beef again. I already cut my teeth on that with Poppy. You showed up to a bitch about plagiarism when you had a chance to do something about Lily. Your intentions have been made clear. Oof.
She touted that her videos are still out there. Her videos that are over a year old are still out there.
My videos are still out there, still protecting people. They haven't gone away. Yeah, still making your little scrap of ad revenue, I think is what you mean. Protecting people. Come on, man.
Her videos that are over a year old, impossible to sit through without a 5-hour energy and 3 lines of cocaine, and simply not good enough. I know the information she had access to. I know what—
Okay, and again, bear in mind, this is the victim saying this. The victim feels let down by Ethel's actions. Ooh, not good. My guess is Ethel is probably going to just ignore this, you know? How on earth can you possibly respond to the victims calling you out like this? Not looking good. Has Ethel even released a new video recently?
What she cherry-picked over. I know what she left out. It speaks volumes that you didn't include the Terra logs, the EO3 accounts, or the reality of Stockholm. The reality being that, agree with it or not, writing and publishing that to the internet is a crime in the province of Nova Scotia. Lily is guilty of creating and distributing child sexual exploitation material by writing that fic. It's not just a dark fic or a concerning story. It's a federal offense in the country she lives in. It takes one damned Google search to know that child sexual exploitation material, fictional or otherwise, is illegal in Nova Scotia, in all of Canada. Written and pictureless included.
Wait, guys. Okay, we watched that. Guys, I got some good news. I've just looked at Essence of Thought's channel. And I got some good news, guys.
Okay,
They
that's
just
wonderful.
did a video about the
But
pride
how do I
flag.
make money off depressed people?
I don't agree with a lot of your takes, but I'm so tired of hearing canned arguments from lefties who I follow that I watch you from time to time.
Hey, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. Thank you. We'll have a little look at that after this as a little treat.
Again, being in the same province as my sister, if I had the screenshots of her sexting a minor, I could go to the cops here. I could have something done here. Could potentially get her hard drive seized. Unlike Ethel, who lives where again? Not a single bus ride away from Lily, I'll tell you that.
So I guess that, you know, in all seriousness, as much as it's funny to watch this person shit on Ethel. So they're claiming that Ethel has got these DMs that would be a slam dunk against Lily Orchard that could instigate legal action. But Ethel is holding them back for some reason. But then also Ethel is not allowing this person to communicate with the alleged person who was victimized. It sounds like a crazy concept. Very surprised by the idea that Ethel would be quite that kind of like callous to not do anything about it. So it's funny, yes, very good that this person is just shitting on them. But for me personally, I don't know, I need to see something to kind of verify that, because that's such a big claim, you know? As much as I think Essence of Thought is a piece of shit who is primarily concerned with their stupid little YouTube channel, which is obviously why they went so hard against Vangelina, that's bigger than I could just, you know, just go, yeah, okay, I believe that without question, you know?
That much. Ethel made comments about Vangelina taking bread from her starving mouth, as if the monetary revenue is the most important thing regarding ousting my sister, the predator. Made vague underlying threats of my wife, who's also a lawyer, as if she has the direct means to come at Vangelina legally, despite not having an actual case. She also says in the next breath that the two were starving. Sorry, Ethel, but if your wife is a lawyer, it kind of implies that you're at least making ends meet, if not well off. Sure, you aren't Johnny Cochran rich, but that's easily more money than the average person makes a year, even on the low end. Add on top the fact that you're
Also, they're in India, right? So what, they're a lawyer in India? I mean, that's probably worth like, what, a third of an India in a normal country? Right? I mean, I don't know. Although, to be fair, isn't India's legal system based on ours because of colonization? Is that a bit of a cell phone, perhaps? I don't know. Making them rupees. Rupees. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
You're a semi-successful YouTuber? You aren't strapped for cash, and we all know it. So kindly sit down, rest your injured foot you like to bring up so much, and shut the fuck up. I told you in the DMs, and I will tell you now. Actions speak louder than words, and yours, or lack thereof, have been deafening.
Actually, it's... God, when you really do think about this, okay, I hadn't really thought of it like this before, but like, the fact that Essence of Thought saw someone make a video about Lily Orchard, right, where Lily Orchard is apparently a bad person and needs to be taken down a peg or two because they're nonce or something, right? But you see another creator make a video about it, and your first instinct is, they've taken screenshots from my video. I need to fucking call them out for this. And not like to reinvigorate you to do some new content calling out Lily Orchard, maybe piggybacking off of the fact that Vangelina's made a video. You know? That's kind of crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? But yeah.
I am the captain now. Your time white knighting for victims of my sister for cash money is over. Get your greedy, money-hungry snake ass back in the swamp where you belong. You like to try and bully people and throw your social weight around. I implore you to try with me. Have your lawyer wife look over everything and give you her notes. Threaten me with vague legal action. Try a cease and desist. See if that gets the, "Ooh, I'm scared" reaction you're always trying to go for. I had plans on being a lawyer myself for most of my life. Arguing
Dude.
semantics is my bread and butter. Come at me, snake. Pick on someone your own size. Freedom's
Ethel cannot, dude. I want to see it, but Ethel's not going to. Everyone's going to ignore this. There's absolutely no way she's going to go after a victim. Not going to happen.
just another word for nothing left to lose.
What is this about? Oh, dude. Listen, if you weren't there at the start, I can't. You have to pick it up, or we're gonna watch something else, which is easy to understand in a sec.
Honey
Don't
bun,
worry,
I'm
okay?
free as a bird. With that, we come to the end of my call-out and my interaction with or about Ethel. If the message isn't "you were right, I'm sorry, how can I help?" then I'm not interested in hearing it. Go off and be your clown self, Ethel. We all know you're going to. On a more positive note, positive, you'll get it. Kitties!
Okay. Look, listen, I know this is a bit, it's not the style you're used to with these sorts of videos, okay? Right? I get that. I was thinking positive from a different angle, certainly. Okay. Okay, anyway, listen, guys, look, there's Courtney Pete, okay? Not the normal style of content that we would watch for this sort of thing, but, you know, I think that the fact that this is the victim of Lily Orchard calling out Ethel makes it a lot stronger than your normal kind of soy posts about this. Fair play to them. Hopefully Ethel responds, because that would be fucking hilarious, but I doubt it's going to happen. Anyway,